So you have a small stack of contribution checks and your spouse is still upset from the last time you tried to hide them under the mattress. Do you need to open up a bank account? Can you have a credit card attached to your bank account? What about self-funding your committee? If you pay all the bills, do you need to still open up a bank account for the committee? Don't worry, my name is Michael Price. I'm a political treasurer and I'm here to help. If you're planning on collecting or spending more than $1,000, you're going to need to have a bank account. And this even includes if you're going to be self-funded. In order to set up this bank account, you're going to need a Form 410 and you are almost certainly going to need a tax ID. See my previous videos on starting up your committee in order to get more information on these two subjects. So what are the prevailing rules about this bank account for your committee? Do not commingle funds. It's just like having a corporation, only more so, seeing as how everything is public record and you have about a 20% chance of being audited. So once you have your federal tax ID in hand and a mostly filled out Form 10, head on down to your local bank, savings and loan, or federal or state credit union, and you can go on and open up your bank account. Now, even if you are self-funding, yes, even if all the money is yours, you are going to need a bank account, because what the FPPC wants is for you to put the money into the campaign account and then write checks out of that campaign account. Once again, we need to have this non-commingling of funds. Another thing to remember is that you can only have one bank account per office and per election. And so if you're running for two separate offices, you can't have one bank account for both offices. You need to have one bank account for running for mayor and one bank account for running for state senator, or whatever. Now you can have a credit card. Now you can only have one credit card per account, and this can either be a new credit card set up specifically for that account, or if you have a personal credit card that has a zero balance, you can set up through some paperwork that this is going to be a campaign credit card. And you need to make sure to only use that credit card on campaign items. You can also establish a petty cash account in case you need to have petty cash on hand. Now, likely everyone you're going to deal with is going to accept credit cards, so I would just forego all of the unnecessary paperwork and not forget about the petty cash account, especially since it only has a $100 limit anyway. So in conclusion, if you're going to be spending or receiving more than $1,000, you are going to need to have a bank account. If you self-fund your committee, you're going to need to have a bank account. You can only have one bank account per office and per election. You can have one credit card per bank account, and this can be a personal credit card with a zero balance. And you can have a petty cash account, but it can only have $100 in it at any one time. Thank you for watching my video. I sure hope that it was useful. If it was, please make sure to let me know. If it wasn't, let me know. If you have any more questions or you want to submit future episodes, head on over to my website, frontrunnercf.com. You can also inquire about retaining me as your political treasurer.